Looking for a striker who's big, physical, and scores goals? I've got the man for you. Run the intro. Welcome back to Matt89, guys, and welcome to another episode of Stars of Tomorrow, an FM21 series where we look at the young talent on Football Manager, at least not all of them, but some of them, and we see how they get on over the course of their careers. And today's player is Alexander Isak. And before we get into the episode and talk about this player, hit that like button down below, subscribe if you're new as well, and check out the other series on the channel as well. So today is a player that I've had my eye on for a while myself, and I thought I'd have a look at him and we see how he gets on. 20 years old, he's at Real Sociedad, I'm going to say. The name's thrown me a little bit on La Liga. Real Sociedad, yeah. Already, I like this guy. You know I'm a sucker for pace in my teams, so you know I like this guy already. Attributes that stand out for me are the finishing, already at 20 years old. The technique's great. The vision's good. Off the ball, good. Flair. You know, he likes to show off a little bit. But the key thing he's got here for me that I really like is he's got the matchup I love in a striker. He's got the place of shots, the technique, and the composure could be increased as well as he gets older. So the key attributes are there for a composed finisher, which is exactly what I like to see in front of goal. Especially this year with the goal, with the FM being better with like the whole one-on-one situation. Jumping reach is good. Acceleration, fantastic. 6.3. 6.3, guys. 6.3. Yeah, that's how high he is. He's 6.3 meters, 3 feet high. 6'3". Plays his shots. I like him. I like him a lot. Now, the thing about this guy is he's got a £64 million release clause in his deal. Now, I know for a fact that usually we do a transfer fee. I know for a fact you can get this guy on a structured deal for £64 million. Why do I know this? Because I tried it on a save that I didn't complete because I just didn't do it. So you can actually get this guy for £64 million straight cash. So there's no point doing a transfer fee on him. But we are going to do a quick look at his scouting report and see what the attributes are and the pros and cons. So because we can't really do we can do, not because there's no point doing a transfer fee check because the release clause in there. I've just gone to the Real Betis, the Real Sociedad screen and look at his coaching report on here from the coach report. So you can see what we kind of guessed would be great pace, acceleration. He's got he's very consistent in front of goal and he's quite physical. So yeah, those are the things I would be pretty certain about. Has work to do to improve his crosses. Again, not an issue for me personally because I'm not going to play him wide. But you could if you were to work on the crossing. But I think the attributes of the finishing, places shots, and the height of him, I kind of want to play him in a striker position. It's just my personal preference. So yeah, this guy is going to cost a lot of money, but I do think you can structure this deal in a certain way to get the fee to be in installments. I did do a quick test on that, and it was doable. It took a lot of negotiation, but it can be done. So you know how this works, guys. Next jump, let's jump ahead 4 years. 24 years old at Juventus, guys, and he looks pretty damn good already. It's still basically the same stats, to be honest with you. But looking at the goal record he's got already, I think this kid has got goals in him. Main attributes that have changed, and mainly his player traits. We've got, it's going to be screen again, get a big screen on here. He's got running the ball on the right hand side, places shots, and knock balls past opponents. Reads more on his left foot, very strong on his right foot, so bear that in mind. How has he done injury wise? Because obviously that's very important for you guys to know. He is pretty much injury free, in my opinion. Actually, not my opinion, it's fact. There's not much injuries there at all. History of the clubs he's been at. So we saw here he was at Real Sociedad, almost a bit base again. 12 goals and 3, then 16 and 4, and then 15 and 3. That's in his first 3 seasons that we've seen on this simulation. Then he goes to Juventus for £82 million, got 17 goals and 5 assists. So my maths is not great, but that goal every other game, sort of, ish. What is it, only one go, or is it installments? Okay, it's maximum cost of paid. £82 million. I think you'd do better to get him earlier on and get that release clause earlier. But yeah, he seems to score goals. He's now getting to his prime years soon, so hopefully he kicks on a little bit and we can get a few more. Looking at his contract information here, nothing really to say there. I'm just curious if there's a release clause in there for any future deals. So yeah, let's go forward, guys, till he's like 28 years old. Let's see if he can establish himself. He already is getting 13 football at Juventus, but can he get like regular double figures there, or will he be in that team? Let's find out. Right, folks, he's still at Juventus, or Zebre as they're called in the game. No copyright infringement there. The physical stats alone are fantastic, and that makes it worth having anyway. And the crossing out of 11, like I said, they did hint that it could do with improving his crossing. You could make him a winger if you wanted to, but I just don't think you would get as much out of him in that position. But then again, I'm not an expert on the game, believe it or not. Shocker, I know. But yeah, I think, love him as a player, really, really do. Passing 40 for a striker is not bad either. Not injuries, same player traits. History of injuries, have a look. Again, not too much to worry there for me at all, really. I'm quite happy with that. Especially given that we're now, 8 years down the line, there's not many injuries there at all, which is very, very good to see. So, Juventus, £82 million, first season got 17 goals and 5 assists. Next year got 19 and 8. Then he got 27 and 15 in Serie A. Then he got 19 and 7, and then 22 and 9. So regularly double figures when he plays, which is what you want from a striker. My striker, I want a minimum 15 goals from them if I play a striker. Obviously, I want more. I want like 30, but don't get too picky. But he gets double figures every single season, and he's a lot of money. But I think you're buying a proven quality player here. I don't think you're gonna see any issues with like not scoring goals, barring any kind of massive injury that inhibits his development or something like that. But yeah, it's a lot of money, but there's a lot of things to like about him, isn't there? The vision, the off the ball, the flair, the technique, the finishing and composure, and the techniques that he has. The physicality, obviously, is one I'm still creaming over right now. And I think you've got a player who can be an absolute menace in any league you play him in. So we're going to go forward again now to like 31 years old, because obviously get to 32 and 33 and 34, they start to drop off physically. I just want to see if in the next 2 or 3 years, can you keep that double figures going in the league for goals? Right, guys, as you can see now, he's 31 years old, still got good physical stats, but obviously they are on the wane right now. He's getting to 31 years old. I'm 31 years old, so I can't run as fast as I could, or run, period. Okay, big injury there for 3 months for a slip disc in training, but that's the only major injury that we've had. They count as major, but I think 2 months is more major, to be honest. Looking at the stats, when we end it, it was round here once 22 and 12, 22 and 9. Then we had 23 and 6, 11 and 4, 16 and 9. Yeah, so I think as the physicality dropped a bit, we've seen a bit of a drop off from there, but he's still got double figures for goals every season, to be honest. And I think he's fantastic, but obviously a lot of money to pay. But like I said at the start of the video, I did do a fee check on him on a other save I'm currently playing off camera, and I did manage to structure a deal in a certain way so it wasn't all up front. So you can possibly do it yourself as well. So yeah, I think he's a great player. He's got all the attributes I like in a striker. He's physical, he's quick, he's got the finishing and the places shots. He's a perfect striker for me this year, and I think you do very well with him in your team. So if you enjoyed the episode, I hope you have. Hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you're new as well, and I'll see you all in the next review. Don't forget, guys, you can leave your suggestions down below and check the schedule as well, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.